Across the street, where the Lakers are clinging to that 3 seed in the West. Yep, Rockets, Lakers, crypto. Lakers clinch the 3 seed in the West with a win or a Clippers loss. Less than a minute into the first quarter, Luka Doncic, off that emotional big win in Dallas, has it in the post, throws a lob to LeBron James, who does the rest. The two stars once again showing off their already great chemistry in fine fashion. Later in the quarter, Lakers down 6. Doncic goes to work. He was 13 of 19 from the field in this one. Lakers down 4. 2 minutes left in the quarter. Doncic 5 of 9 from three-point range. He had 15 points in the first quarter, setting the tone. Second quarter, Lakers up 12. LeBron James. 14.6 assists in the first half. He would end up with 14 points in the entire game. 5 minutes left in the half. Doncic fights a pass over to a wide-open Dorian Finney-Smith, who drinks the 3. Take another look as Doncic is smiling as he passes to Finney-Smith, seemingly knowing he'll make the 3. Doncic, 39 points, 8 boards, 7 assists. Third quarter, 19-point L.A. lead. Keep an eye on LeBron as Austin Reaves passes it to him. Ball tipped away. LeBron comes up limping. Rockets, they'll go the other way, and Cam Whitmore will lay it in. LeBron in obvious discomfort. Take another look. You see LeBron grimace as he goes to step toward the ball. LeBron in dismay. Lakers called timeout. He is frustrated for obvious reasons. Then he starts stretching out on the bench. LeBron would not return. That's why he only had 14 points. Back to work for Reaves. 9 of 15 from the field. 23 points, 7 boards, 6 assists. Lakers win easy. LeBron in good spirits. JJ Redick, how's he feeling?
He's fine. He's fine. Yeah, he's fine.
Are you Eagles fan?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I only root for winners. I only root for winners. The Eagles, Florida Gators. No, I'm just kidding.
It's going to be my first time having home court advantage, so I'm really excited about it. And, that was our goal. Looking back maybe 5-6 games, our goal was to lock it the 3rd seed.
Well, LeBron James did not speak after the game, but he tweeted this. Man, I was going to say something, but it's useless at this point in my career. Anyways, more important, congratulations, JJ, on a 50-win season in the West and postseason nod. That's, well, you can read the emojis.
45 points from Luka, third most in a player's first road game against his former team in NBA history. He becomes the second player in NBA history to have a 45-point game for and against the same team, joining Wilt Chamberlain, for and against the 76ers. Not bad company to be a part of, and not bad company for us to be a part of right here on First Take. The NBA crew back with us. Monica, starting with you here, let's talk about the Lakers and the implications of what last night means, because that secured their spot in the postseason. What is your confidence level in L.A. going into the playoffs?
Well, I believe coming into today, you guys, they're like a 96% chance to actually lock up that 3rd seed, which to me is a game changer. You accomplish a couple of things by holding on to that seed. Home court, obviously, you avoid Oklahoma City Thunder until potentially the conference finals if you can get there. And so I think when you look at the matchups, this year's matchups and seedings matter, I don't know, as much as they ever have. And so I think the Lakers are exactly where they would want to be as this thing is coming down the stretch. Now, I think for me, the concern that I have is obviously it's going to be a lot on LeBron James, but he continues to defy time. They still, to me, have a little bit of a size thing that you're concerned about, and I just wonder about the nature of the series, of a series in terms of the style that they're going to have to play. But as far as handling their business to lock up the best position seeding-wise, they've done that. And so do I think that LeBron James has enough in the tank to carry this team to a championship run? I still think Oklahoma City is legitimately the best team in the Western Conference, and I don't think anything about their regular season is limited to the regular season. But if you told me that a LeBron James-led team with Luka Doncic upset them in the conference finals, would I be shocked? No.
Yeah, I'm with Monica here on the fact that this is about matchups and volatility in the West. This thing right now, the way the standings are breaking right for the Lakers and the way these matchups look like. If I'm the Lakers and I'm picking two teams I want to play in the first round, I would say first I would want to play Memphis, who's already right there in the 6th. Then I would probably want to play the Rockets, who are lacking experience, who are lacking people who can close that game. That's your first 2 rounds right now. Then OKC, anything is possible when you have Luka. We just saw them blow them out, and then they were up and tied with that team pretty much till Luka got ejected. So that is where this thing breaks right. On the other side, that Golden State Warriors team, if they're in that 6th seed and you're a 3 seed as a Laker, I'm not sure if I'm picking the Lakers over Golden State. I'm not sure if I'm picking the Lakers over the Clippers. And then if you have Jokic out there, he can do anything against that Lakers team, as we've seen. So this is all matchup dependent. This team can go all the way to the finals, or they can get bounced early in the first round, depending on really something that is out of their control. It's about how that 4 through that 8 falls and those other teams play against each other for the next 4 days.
Courtney, I'll bet if you were in the Laker locker room last night and not with a microphone, and you were asking them their confidence after they saw how last night went, their confidence would be pretty high because they can see the standings just like David was talking about. And you know they don't fear the Thunder or the Rockets because they're young teams who haven't done it. Like, that's not really an insult. I'm just telling you probably how they feel. Although, I have been extremely impressed with the Rockets since the All-Star break. And I would... Yeah. I do not want anybody to dismiss them. I am actually very interested to see how tomorrow night goes because the Rockets are here in L.A. They sort of punted on last night's game against the Clippers, which the Clippers were very appreciative of. Thank you very much. I would suspect that they're going to play their full team tomorrow. Ime Udoka does not mess around and see how they play against the Lakers. The Lakers need the win to secure that 3 seed. You're right. They're in good shape for it, but they could secure the 3 seed. They were just here in L.A. like 10 days ago, and the Lakers beat them. And they used a game plan that really attacked Alperen Şengün. So I think tomorrow is sort of a low-key, very interesting game, assuming the Rockets are going to play everybody. Now, when you look at the Lakers' chances, when I talk to scouts, here's what they say about the Lakers. There's 2 things that they say about them that I think are most relevant. Number one, J.J. Redick has used playoff game plans down the stretch of the season to get things done defensively. And what I mean by that is, like last night, for example, they had a problem last night. The Mavericks are huge, and Anthony Davis is in the center. And how are they going to guard Anthony Davis when they're really only playing Jackson Hayes as a part-time center, and then you're playing like Luka Doncic and LeBron and Dorian Finney-Smith and Rui Hachimura at center? So what they did last night was they double-teamed the heck out of Anthony Davis, and they ignored other people on the court. That's sort of situational matchup game plans that you would prepare against playoff opponents. JJ has done this throughout since the Luka trade, and they've had some success with it. Part of the reason that they've had great defensive success at times this year is through sort of these unconventional game plans. And so the scouts are saying we've kind of seen how JJ's now maybe JJ's got some secret stuff up his sleeve, but you know the teams are going to be a little bit more prepared to see how the Lakers are going to play defensively. The second thing is, when I talk to scouts, they talk about how they think Luka and LeBron are vulnerable defensively in individual matchups. And they think that they will attack them more than they have in the regular season. Sure. So while I look at the Lakers, and I agree, I think their pathway is shaping up, and I look at Luka and LeBron, I think that the Lakers really are going to face a bit more of a challenge situationally than maybe they've seen so far.
Okay, let's get back to last night's game, because I know that we've all covered returns when one player goes from one place. Maybe it's where he or she began their career and then they go somewhere else. Doncic's return to Dallas was really emotional. On a huge night for him, 45 points on 28 shots, and the Lakers win, so that secures them their spot in the playoffs. It made us think, like, his teammate, LeBron James, went through this in 2010. Windy, I know you were there when he went back to Cleveland for the first time after taking his talents to the Heat. LeBron's return to Cleveland also came with a big performance, like Luka. James had 38 points to beat the Cavaliers by 28 when he was with the Heat. Luka, 7 of 10 from the three-point line in his first game in Dallas since being traded. A lot of his damage he did in the first half. So